Where are you going in such a hurry? Wait and think a little.
Where do we want to reach at the end of life? Rumi defines in his book that a man worked for 30 years and bought a large land, and then he did business for another 30 years and built a very luxurious palace on that land. The day he wanted to move in, the municipal officer told him he can't. He asked why? The municipal officer said that the land next to it is for you, and you have mistakenly built a palace on other people's land and your own land is left empty. This is our story in life. We have two lands in life. The land of the body and the land of the soul. We have left the land of the soul barren and abandoned, and we are busy cultivating the land of the body. Cosmetic surgery, bodybuilding and while the body is not ours, we are building a palace without any reason. In the end, we have to hand it over and leave. Everything you do in this world, eating, working, sleeping, and making money, would be cultivating others' land if it doesn't cultivate the spirit. When writing a will, you realize that the person who has the least share of your assets is you. That's when you realize with all your heart that until now you were cultivating the land of others. At the time of death, we understand that the whole existence was the means of the growth of our soul and how vile we gave our heart to desires that were not good enough for our soul. We came to this world to find value by living, not to live at any cost. We came to the world to become something, not to take something from the world. The earth is not the final destination. We are the ultimate destination of the world. God sent us to the earth to improve ourselves, not the earth. The settlement of the world is a secondary and side effect of our settlement. If we become more beautiful, of course the world will become more beautiful. But we will not necessarily become more beautiful if we start to beautify the world. You can see how much more beautiful the earth has become compared to 100 years ago, but not living on it. Consider a person who acquired a lot of knowledge and then gained a lot of wealth as a result. This person sends his only son to school and after a few years he calls his son and says, "Son, let's sit and see what you have achieved in these years. What has been added to you?" The boy says, "I've got very good things. I collected 18 sharpeners, 11 erasers, and 28 pencils." The father looks at his son in despair and says, "I could have bought you much better than these. I sent you to school to find a character, not to bring anything from school. I sent you to school to be the heir to my throne. To give you all this company and factory. I sent you to school to pursue science. Because my biggest wish was that you become like me. Did you go and collect some worthless stuff for yourself?" This is the story of all of us in the school of life. We all want to buy 10 properties and 6 luxury cars in 80 years of life. But when we'll return to God, God says, "I had better for you than these. Did you buy 10 houses? I had created the whole earth and the whole world for you. Why did you sell yourself so cheap? My biggest wish was your growth, not building the world." Let's live in such a way that when it's over and we leave the school, our Father will be satisfied. Give us a proud look and say, "Well done. How much your soul has grown. What a luxurious palace you have built in your existence." Not to look at the pencils and erasers in our hand and shake his head regretfully. Remember that you only own things that death cannot take away from you. For other things it is just an illusion of owning.